Hello friends, today we are going to discuss a new topic in the chapter Ideas of Development in our 10th class Social Studies. So, today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is how to compare different countries. Before that, let's discuss about the word comparison. For understanding the word comparison, let's take an example of our class itself. In our class, how do the teachers compare all the students? Generally, what do they do? When they compare the class, how do they compare among the students? When we talk about the term compare, we use two things, that is, we check it for similarities and differences among them. Students will be compared by checking their height, health, talent, and interest. Let us consider we are going to check these four things. But is it the correct way to compare the students? I feel it is wrong, because here a healthy person may not be active in studies, and a talented student may not be friendly with others. So I feel this method is wrong. So there is another criteria to compare. What is the criteria? The criteria is, usually keeping all these things in our mind, teacher divides the class into teams. That is sports team, music team, dance team, and picnic team. Like that she divides. So this is the way how the teacher compare the students in the class generally. But coming to the comparison between the different countries in the world, how they compare? When we compare different countries, the first thing that comes in our mind is income. The first and foremost thing for countries to compare is income. Income is more important. Most of the economists say that the countries which have more income or high income are considered to be more developed, because these countries have high accessibility. Accessibility means a status to buy all the requirements to lead a happy life. So, if more income is there, more accessibility is there for the people to buy necessary things for them to lead a better life. And if there is low income, that means there is no accessibility in that country. Now, do you feel the income is the correct method to compare different countries? Before going to that, what is the meaning of income of a country? The income of a country means all the incomes of all the people living in the country is called income of the country. But do all the people have same type of income? No. So I feel this method is wrong. This will not tell us what is the average income that is earned by a person in the country. So this is not the correct method for comparing different countries. There is another correct method, that is average income. The average income means total income of the country divided by total population. Average income is also called as per capita income, because when we are doing total income of country by total population, we are able to get per person's income. How much is the income per head we are going to get? So this is also called as per capita income, as we discussed. This criteria is being used by World Development Report, which is made by World Bank. This is the criteria brought by World Bank, that is World Development Report. They have created parameters of income, or we can say that they have created a range. Here per capita income is measured in US dollars. So they have categorized these things and they said that a country whose income is above 12,055 US dollars, they are considered to be developed country. And a country whose income is below 955 US dollars, that country is considered to be underdeveloped country. And the countries whose income is above 955 US dollars and below 12,055 US dollars, that country is said to be under a developing country like our India present. Here economists say that some decades ago our country was falling in underdeveloped country category. But now when we compare our country from past to present, here our country is falling under developed country at present. Now that's all for today friends. Thank you for watching this video.